Hey guys, let me just start off by saying this is the longest battle I've ever been in my life. So what happened is he started off with a darker eye, and I just about turned off my DS and turned off the camera, but I didn't want to be that kind of loser. So I kept going, hoping maybe I could have a chance against this guy. And he gets a hypnosis right after I use stealth rock and rock slide. So I get his HP down to half. And then I switch him out because I don't want to deal with that to Happy, and he uses Dream Eater, it fails. So all right, so he sends out Salamence, and man, I just can't get over this. This was so awesome. I mean, I just totally destroyed all the Ubers on this team. Um, so okay, all I did really with my team was I changed Weavile for Umbreon because Weavile was not doing very good for me. So I go ahead and I use aromatherapy after I get the T-Wave on him so I can wake up my Aerodactyl. He uses Dragon Claw, and it didn't do as much damage as I expected. I mean, I got 252 EVs in defense and HP, but I still wasn't expecting it to do that much. Oh wait, no, sorry, not HP. I got 252 in defense. I got some in speed and a little left over in HP. My bad. So anyway, I send out Echo, which is my new shiny Umbreon that I traded over or migrated over from my Fire Red. Um, I go for a. I think I go for a dark. Yeah, I went for a Dark Pulse. I took out a substitute, and then I used Mean Look on him, which is just awesome because now he can't really do anything. And I wasn't expecting the Dark Pulse to break the substitute because I did EV training and special attack a little bit, but just because I needed to be able to also kill people too. I want it to be a tank, not just a flat out wall. So I go ahead and use Confuse Ray, and I think he hits himself. Yeah, he hits himself here, and I think he hits himself next time too. I got pretty good with the Confuse hacks, but the Paralyze hacks didn't really do much for me. Um, Definitely helps slowing their speed down. So I use Dark Pulse, and it takes him down by like almost a third, somewhere more around a quarter, and yeah, he hurts himself in confusion again. So I'm just sitting back going, man, this is awesome. And the chat was actually on. This guy, I could hear him talking through there, and I wasn't talking to him at first because I was pretty pissed about the Dark Eye, but as we got going, we were talking more because it was just so funny how this battle went on. Um, so he gets an Earthquake off on me right before he dies, and it does a bit of damage actually. It brings me down 94, and gets his leftovers. So now I'm just kind of sitting back, trying to play it safe and not do anything stupid when this happens. So I'm gonna speed this up by 16 because it took so long. You're gonna see my hand come in every once in a while. He sends out a Dark Arceus. You're gonna see my hand come in every once in a while to choose my attacks. Basically, it's just going back and forth. He's using attacks that don't do much. I'm using Mean Look, Confuse Ray, Dark Pulse, and then he uses Recover, and I'm using Moonlight. So really nothing's happening. This is just like a really, really long stall war that no one dies in. So, alright, using my touchscreen, I'm just using a pen with a pen cap, so I'm not like writing all over it. And I usually cut these parts out because I have Pearl and I'm too cheap to afford Platinum. So, alright, after a while, wow, this is going on forever. I just can't believe how freaking long this battle is. My God, this was awesome. Alright, so I go for the Moonlight. I get myself all the way back up. He goes for the Recover, so I'm at full HP. I confuse him, and then I switch out to Wheeze King, which is my Wheezing. And now really all I'm hoping to do is get a Will-O-Wisp on him, which is really my last chance. And if it wasn't for that Will-O-Wisp pitting, I might have lost this battle. So the Will-O-Wisp really helped. I used Signal Beam with my Fallen Star. I need to make a sacrifice. It didn't do enough to kill him, and then he killed me with Judgment. And the burn was just awesome. So I sent out Happy, and he used Recover. I go for a S-Toss, and it brings him down actually a bit more than I thought. So he brings back his Arceus and sends up Porygon Z. I think I hit with an S-Toss right here. Hold on a second. Now it's back to normal speed, so I can slow down a bit. Alright, so I hit it with an S-Toss, and it does a bit of damage. It actually almost brings it down halfway, so I'm pretty happy about that. He didn't EV train in HP that much. He goes for a Zap Cannon, which kind of freaked me out for a second, but he missed. So I go for a T-Wave, and now he's like freaking out over there because half his team is paralyzed or burned or whatever. So I skipped ahead. He switched out to a Kyogre right after that T wave, and now I'm like, oh god, great, another Uber. So I go for an S toss, which is supposed to be for Porygon Z, and it did like half damage to this guy too. So HP was definitely not a factor for him. Um, all right, now he's got the Rain Dance, and he goes for a Hydro Pump, and that kind of spooked me for a second because of the rain, but it didn't really do much in the end. I go for another T wave, and now he's like cursing like crazy over there. I paralyzed this whole team, and just thank God he didn't disconnect, because I would have been pretty pissed. I was videotaping this whole thing. We were about 25 minutes into the battle by this point, and there's my hand. I guess I forgot to cut that out. I go for another S toss, and I bring it down again. He goes for sheer cold, and that freaked me out because I really do not need that to hit my Blissey. Blissey is like my team lifeline. It's basically my cleric, so I need to make a sacrifice somewhere. I send out my Aerodactyl. He uses sheer cold, and it hits me on the first try, and I'm like, all right, that's not that bad. I wasn't really gonna do much with him anyway. I recently got rid of Aerial Ace and taught it Flamethrower to counter Scizors, but because I don't have a fire on my team, so it's a good move. I sent out Alakazam, used Energy Ball, took it down. He was pretty pissed. So now I'm thinking, all right, all I got to do is get rid of Porygon Z and the other two Ubers and whatever he's got left. And I wasn't expecting another Uber, but he sends out Mew, and now we're about 30 minutes into the battle. So I get a Stealth Rock. I go for a guard swap, and he's like freaking out once he sees what it does, swapping the defenses. And so he goes for Fire Blast, and I mean, it does nothing. Knowing that Mew has 100 base stat in every single thing, I think. Maybe that's just Selby and Jirachi, I don't know. I think it might be. So I get some good defense up, and I use an Energy Ball, and I hit it, and it didn't do enough to kill it next turn. So I was just gonna hope for the best of luck, and all right, it's still raining, so here we go. This is where the Uber ownage kicks in. I use Energy Ball, and I get a crit, and I take him down right there. And this guy was like freaking out on the other side. I mean, he's a good guy. He wasn't like being profane or anything. He was getting a little frustrated. I mean, you got a team of all Ubers, and you're getting taken down by an Alakazam. So I used Psychic on Porygon Z, and I thought my Life Orb was going to end up killing me right here, and it doesn't. I survived the Life Orb with 9 HP, which is pretty cool. So now he sends out Arceus, and I'm like, crap, how am I going to kill this guy? But then I remembered he has Burn and Stealth Rock. And even if the Energy Ball wouldn't have killed him, I got a crit anyway, so that's pretty cool. And the Life Orb does kill me. So now it's just his Darkrai against my Umbreon and my not Happiny. I always say that. It's against my Echo and Happy, which is my Blissey, not a Happiny. So I send out Echo, which is shiny, by the way. I think that's pretty cool. I had like reset my game 5 million times to get a shiny Eevee, but whatever. So he goes for the Hypnosis, and I sped this up again because this was kind of long. And he uses a Hyper Beam, and now I'm predicting that he's going to use it after he recharges. And I didn't want to send out to oh my god, I didn't want to send out to Blissey yet. And then I finally do when he's using the Hyper Beam so that he won't Hypnosis me. And right here I made kind of a risky move. I don't know why I did it. Oh wait, no, never mind. He had to recharge. Okay, so just forget that. That was stupid. I go for a T-Wave. Now he's paralyzed, so I can hit him pretty fast, which I probably would have been able to anyway. I got some speed EVs in there. Alright, so I use an S-Toss, and that takes him down. Dude, oh my god, that was one of the best battles I've ever fought. I mean, it was pretty awesome. It was against all Ubers. This guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I couldn't tell you, but I mean, this was one of the best battles I've ever played. It was pretty epic, and it was awesome. So, rate, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. Just watch the battle, man. This is pretty sick.